Okay. I think we're ready. We have a family affair today. Okay, I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about how having livestock, and by that I mean chickens, ducks, rabbits, goats, among assorted animals, is a great way to make an impact. Globally, you can make an impact by reducing your dependence on the industrial food system. The industrial food system is made to optimize profit and production. It's not necessarily a top priority of the health of the soil, the plants, the animals, or the people involved in it. So when you choose to step outside of it, you're saying, I want quality food, not necessarily food at the lowest cost. You're also building soil. We spend a lot of time taking stuff out of the soil and mostly putting chemicals back in. So when you put an animal there, you're putting organic material back in the soil. Another thing you are doing is building community. It's a great way, obviously, for kids to see something that they don't normally grow up with anymore. Also, you can share your food with your neighbors, and it's just a great way to meet neighbors, which people don't do too much anymore. Another way it can impact your life is just that you eat better. Eggs that you get in your backyard taste so much better than eggs you get at a grocery store. In fact, eggs at a grocery store don't taste like anything. Another great thing is that you just have really cool pets in your backyard. And again, a good way to meet neighbors because they say, I thought I heard a duck in your backyard. It's like, yes, you did. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about my experience having livestock in the backyard. I have 2 ducks, 2 chickens, and 1 rabbit, and 2 cats, but they're just around. They're not livestock. We started with 4 ducks. I said, I'm going to have some egg-laying ducks. There's a special breed called Khaki Campbells. This is when they're babies right here. They lived in my bathtub for a couple weeks. And then we moved them outside, and they have like a little kids pool they drink out of, and they also swim in there. Well, all 4 of my ducks turned out to be males, so no eggs. Okay. So now we have Camilla and Mocha as a male and female duck. She lays eggs every day, and they're fertile eggs. We gave a couple eggs to someone who had an incubator, and she was able to actually have baby ducklings out of them, so that was neat. We also have bantam hens, which my daughter here is holding. This one, the white one, we lost, and I'll talk to you a little bit about that. And we raised Isa, which we didn't bring her today because she's a little bigger, but here's a picture of Isa. We raised her from a baby chick, and this is Boots right here. The chickens we actually leave in like in a little pen because the ducks pick on them. Otherwise, if you didn't have anything and you had big cement walls like this, you can just let them roam in your yard, and they're really happy. They eat the bugs, and they eat the weeds or whatever they can find. They'll forage in addition to the food that you give them. So yeah, chickens are a really great pet, and these chickens, they lay little tiny eggs. If you find me afterwards, I brought the eggs, and I'll show you. Other thing we have is a rabbit. He's our Dutch rabbit. We raised him from 5 weeks old. This is when he was 5 weeks old. And a lot of people keep them in a hutch, which you can, and you can collect their droppings. I let mine free range because I figured out I didn't have to feed him anymore. He found all his food in our backyard. Grass, weeds, he eats the leaves off of the citrus plants. He just forages throughout the yard. He even eats the duck's food occasionally. Maybe next up, goats. Austin, goats? Pushing for the goats, but maybe not quite yet. So now I'm going to talk about a few questions that people ask me all the time. Is it legal? Yes, it is legal to have livestock in your backyard. Obviously, the rules vary from city to city, and most of them have to do with keeping things quiet and keeping things clean. A couple of them have distance rules, but your average backyard you can keep livestock in. What do you need to get started? Basic food, water, shelter. Just keep predators away. That would be mostly dogs in the suburbs. You can build them something, or I let mine free range if you have a good high wall. Where do you get livestock? Check Craigslist, their farm and garden section. You can check out your feed stores. They usually have them seasonally. Or you can order online, which is what this picture is, and one day you can have your mailman bring you some. What if you have a really small apartment? Well, that is no excuse, people, okay? I want you out there getting yourself an aviary. You can put like doves in it or something. Or another great thing you can do for composting is a worm bin. Now, more information. The internet is a great resource. Don't feel alone out there. Another cool thing locally is the Phoenix Permaculture Guild, and they'll talk about a lot of other cool things. And then for specific stuff, micro livestock. Okay.